Welcome to this quick tutorial on how to use the Upsell Accessories tab for Shopify. This app was actually created as a way to showcase related as well as recommended products directly below your single product pages on your Shopify store. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is actually install the app onto your store. It takes a few seconds for the app to initialize, but once complete, you should be able to see a list of products. From this page, you can actually look at your products on the left side and see if there are any attached accessories lists on the right. For this tutorial, let's use the videographer snowboard as our test product. Here we have the modal where you can actually add your accessory lists. So the first thing you want to do is basically select create new list. Here we're going to give it a different title. For this one, let's assume we wanted to create a list of gift cards. So we're just going to write recommended gift cards. And for this, we want it to be curated because we want to be able to select which specific gift cards we'd like to display to the user. So for our product, we only have one gift card, so we're just going to select that. Okay, and just go ahead and add that to our list. And just like that, we've created our first list. Now our modal has been updated to actually show our recommended gift cards. But let's not end there. Let's go ahead and create a new list. For this list, we're going to create something related to our products. So let's say we want to create snowboards. And this time we're going to do rule-based. Now for these demo products, they're actually using tags, and I know the tag for these snowboards is actually going to be winter. So I'm just going to enter winter here. So here we have our tag. It's going to be contains, or we could use equal, but for now we're going to use contains, and we're just going to enter winter. All right, with that completed, we can actually just go ahead and hit the create button, and that's going to update our accessory modal here. And sure enough, we've just created our two accessory lists for this product. So let's go ahead and take a look at the front end to see what we have. So we just have to now find the videographer snowboard product. All right, there it is. And you may notice when you first install the app, you don't see anything on your theme. And that's because we also have to add the widget. So let's head back and we're going to go to settings. All right, we're going to go to add to theme automatically. And here it's going to automatically add the widget into place. However, the area that is currently in by default is not the area that I'd like to see this accessories tab. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and delete this. Next, we want it to basically appear somewhere in this section around you may also like. So let's go over to the left side and we're going to go ahead and click add block, and we're going to head to apps, and then we're going to choose the accessories tab. Now that that's in place, it's appearing below, but let's move this up. Perfect. Now you may notice that there's like nothing showing here. So what we want to do is actually change the default demo product that is being shown for your theme. So we're going to go ahead and change that to the videographer snowboard product so we could actually see what the content would look like. So let's go videographer. Oh, there we go. And just like that, we're now able to see the list that we've attached to this actual product. So the next thing you may want to do is to actually adjust different settings for the block. So here I can change the title. I can make it say recommended accessories, but for now, I'm just going to call it accessories. Next, you can actually change the amount of products per page. You can hide the title if you prefer, but for now I'm going to keep it. You can also change the minimum height of the block, as well as you can change the number of columns that you'd like to be displayed for your grid. But I'm good with this, so let's go ahead and save this, then head back to the front end and take a look. Now let's do a quick refresh, and there we go. Now we've successfully added our accessories tab to our page. Now if I go to snowboards, you'll be able to see the curated ones. These were the ones that were tagged winter. But perhaps you would like to actually adjust the profile card to something a little more to your needs. So in order to do that, what you can do is actually head back to the settings panel. And here you will notice that there is a text area where you can actually enter HTML and basically a liquid syntax. So here I can make adjustments. So for instance, if I wanted to, let's say, move this title and place it above the image, what I can do is look inside of the HTML, locate the title, this H3, yes. And all I have to do now is locate the image, and I'm going to place it above here. With that done, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now let's take a look at what it looks like on the front end. And just like that, it does need a little more styling, some padding, but just as an example, you can see that the title is now at the top. Perfect. But um, let's say we wanted to make more changes. One way you can make more changes is by using the liquid syntax. So here you can see the available variables that you can use for the syntax. So any of these would actually work. And if there are any recommended additions, you can also reach out to me as the developer and I'll be happy to add them for you. However, if you're not into changing the HTML or not confident, you can always use these predefined cards. One of my favorite is actually the thumbnail grid, so let's actually try that one. So all you want to do is simply hit use thumbnail grid, scroll down, hit save. Now that you've changed the template, you'll notice that the contents of the text area also changes to match the selected card. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the front end and see what it looks like. And there you go. We've actually successfully changed our card template with just a couple clicks. And there you have it, just a quick tutorial on how to use the Upsell Accessories tab for Shopify. Now, if you have any questions or features that you'd like added to the app, you can always reach out to me as the developer, and I'd be happy to investigate and implement any of these features for you. All right, have a good one.